Psalms 40 verse 11, do not withhold your mercy from me, O Lord. May your love and faithfulness always protect me. Hi my love, so we'll go straight into the video. I will be teaching you how to make to sew down very flat closure. So of course you'll need your wig caps and scissors, a threaded needle. I like to use a curved one, you can use a straight one if that's what you want. A pintail comb, some hair ties, some hair pins, some hair clips or butterfly clips, and of course your closure and also a mannequin head. Okay, right, so you want to lay down your wig cap like so on the, like you see me do in the video, and to get a very flat closure, this is the trick I do. I cut that tab off the sides of the closure, just so your closure lays really flat. Okay, so just cut this part away from the closure. You'll lose a bit of hair when you cut that, but you won't get any extra shedding like afterwards. So that's the hair you lose from this is all you're gonna lose. So don't be scared about like having shedding afterwards or whatever. You won't have that. Okay, right, so just cut that part off. Do the same thing for the other side. First cut horizontally and then cut vertically. You're just cutting that thick tab away. Okay, and this is what you should have by the end of it. Okay, so now you want to lay your closure on your wig cap, but you want to make sure that the hairline of the closure is about an inch in front of the wig cap. You do not want to lay your hairline exactly on the start of the wig cap. Your hairline should be at least an inch in front of your your wig cap. Okay, just make sure your hairline is, this is how it should look. This is the gap that you should have between the start of your hairline and the start of the wig cap. Then you want to pin down your closure very flat on your wig cap with some pins. Want to make sure it's really flat so that you don't have a bumpy closure. That's the whole point of this tutorial. Okay, we want a very laid closure. Right, so you just tie your hair and then clip it away, just so you don't have hair all in your face when you're trying to sew. Okay, just tie it with the hair ties and then clip it away with a butterfly clip. So we'll start to sew now. You want to make sure that your thread is knotted, right? So I didn't show it, but the thread is knotted. And then you want to go through just the mesh of the lace of the wig cap and go through the lace of the lace closure. Okay, you are not going through the elastic band in the wig cap. Like you can see, I'll show it a bit clearer in a while. You're just like so. You're just going through the mesh. You can literally see the needle through the mesh. You're not going through the wig. The elastic band in the wig cap itself. Okay. And you want to double stitch this one, so you're going to do the same thing twice. You'll see me do it. It's just so it gives you that security, as it's the start of the wig. You really don't want that part to unravel, so you're just going to double stitch the start of your stitching. Really, just go through the same points twice. That's all you're doing with a knotted thread. Of course, you can see that the threads are knotted. And then you want to make a second stitch. So again, you're not going through the band, you're going through the mesh. You want to cross over your thread and then pull the needle through. The point of this is to get like a fence looking stitch. It should look like a fence like thing. It just gives your wig extra security, and it makes it even more difficult to unravel, because you don't want your stitches to be unraveling in your wig. So again, you're just repeating the same process through the mesh. You just want to cross over your thread and then pull it through through the mesh, cross over your thread, pull it through. That's all you're doing. Through the mesh again, you cross it over, you pull. That's all you're doing, guys. It's this simple. So you are not going to sew this like all the way down to the other side of the closure. You're only going to sew it to the top of the middle of the closure, and then you're going to cut the thread and then start again from the hairline from the other side, and then stitch your way up to the top of the closure, if that makes any sense. So you're not stitching all the way across, like all the way to the end of the lace on the other side. You're stitching again, you're stitching to the top of the closure, that's in the middle of the closure at the top. Yeah, and then you want to cut that. I'll show you, but I'm just saying, just so you know when I get there. And then you cut that part at the top, and then you start again from the hairline on the other side, and you stitch your way all the way up to meet that stitch that you finished. Okay, I just had to clip away the hair because it was literally getting on my nerves. It was just in my way the whole time. This video is meant to be like a really quick one, so I didn't show stitching the other side of the closure. I just showed one part because you literally just have to repeat the same process on the other end, the same thing you have to do on the other end. So I just showed this part, and you just repeat the same thing. You can replay the video if you need to. Okay. Right, so this is the end of the video. I mean, not of the video, but of this stitch. So you're just going to cross, you'll see better now. You're going to cross over your thread 3 times to the third one around the needle. It just makes 3 knots so that again it's very secure when you cut it. Okay, just make 3 knots around the needle, you pull, and then you cut it. And then you start again from the other side, from the hairline, just back up to meet this point, and you're done. Literally, that's all you have to do. So this is how you want the stitching to look. See, it looks like a fence, like stitchings, like they're all connected. Every stitch is connected to the next stitch. That's what you want. And this is how the whole closure should be looking when you're done. Like I said, just repeat the video, just watch it again if you need to. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. So this is how it ended up looking when I made the wig, like really flat, like really nice. There's no bumpy wigs over here. Yeah, and this hair is from my hair collection again. I feel like every hair you're gonna see here will be from my collection. So do follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Priya Hair Mana. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you and take care of yourself. Bye.